guess who doesn't need to push it back? I was fiddling with some settings. Hello, everyone. I have my own stream open. Oops. Anyways, hello. What's up, everyone? We're back again with more My Hero Academia All's Justice. I'm going to be continuing the story mode. Since last time, I did play a little bit more, but not a crazy amount. I mostly fiddle around against like bots, but not in the story mode. So yeah. The stream was kind of shorter notice, so if we don't have quite the viewership as last time, that's okay. I mostly just want to get back into the story, honestly. I've been itching to play more of it. God. Yeah, I really wanted to play around with all of the settings and stuff and really learn the controls, because last time I was like on the auto fighting stuff, where it auto comboed and stuff, and I didn't really want to do that. So I wanted to do that. So I went through the tutorial, and I learned all the mechanics, and I've been practicing without auto assistant or anything, so I will be doing that today. So I'm going to be doing more skillful stuff. I've heard that the final boss of this game is really hard, so if I get stuck on it, then, uh-oh. Really good with a Nomu only team, God. I honestly haven't seen much gameplay beyond what I've seen already from myself, so I'm not sure how everyone's doing. But yeah, apparently we're only 36% complete with the story, by the way, so this might need another stream. It might need a part 3, but I'll try and get through a decent amount today, at least. So yeah, I am excited. Also, to answer one of the questions that was asked in the pre-chat, I am not planning on doing a stream every Saturday. I might stream sometimes on Saturdays when there isn't a new video upload. But I'm mostly just streaming because this new game came out. But if there's things to stream for, I might stream. I might do like a discussion of the Vigilantes anime once that finishes, or like if a movie comes out and I want to talk about it. We'll see. But yeah, let's just get back into it. Those who defend, those who violate. Man, I hope that guy doesn't come back.
Do you think so little of me?
What?
That I'd show up to the final reckoning?
Yeah, I will. I will talk about it eventually, but
Ace up my sleeve.
how am I gonna have an outlet until after, you know? I don't want to have to wait super long.
Villains are also at their most frightening when they're wounded. You should be proud, Endeavor.
Oh no, he's hot.
I knew I might have to play this.
All for One will be in the next movie, trust. I believe. He'll come back. Again. People loved it when he came back like 4 times. They'll love it when he comes back a 5th. I trust.
This rewind quirk saved my life, but it will continue to de-age me until I cease to exist. But that's fine. My dream will
It's still crazy that he just took Ares' quirk. I don't think anyone's said Dragon Ball. I'll be honest, I have not watched Dragon Ball. I know that's kind of sacrilege, but oh my god, he's dead. I love that panel of him in the manga.
Big yikes! Like, that was for realsies close.
Shiketsu High School Hero Courts present. Here for backup.
God, this entire portion in the manga was just crazy. Like, to read.
You got this. You sure that's all for one? Let me get a base card.
I crave vengeance for my father. I won't be blinded by hate.
I have not fought against All For One yet, because he's locked in until, I assume, you beat this level. So that's interesting.
The only one of you who could make an impact isn't even here.
Nah, Horikoshi would never forget about a character, no matter how insignificant.
I was in my prime.
Except Snipe.
Some of you can't recall a time before All Might was on the rise. And the youngest of you only ever knew a world where he reigns supreme. You're ignorant to the way the world trembled before he became a symbol. The era marked by darkness.
I kind of don't like the finger guy's fighting style, but that's okay.
Yeah, we get that. We don't know much about you, though. They only teach us the important stuff of contemporary history. Todoroki's my buddy. And
I bet this level still haven't unlocked All For One for all. Ah, okay. That's fair enough.
I'm out on top.
I know that it's like that for Deku and AFO Shigaraki, but I wasn't 100% sure.
We won't stop them.
I kind of wish All For One stayed out of the story after Season 3. I disagree, really. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion, though. I think a lot of people aren't huge fans of him, but I like him. I think he was a little overused in the final act, but not by as much as people think.
Go crazy over it. Go and love the offensive. I can take it.
Ready to fight?
Plus, if All For One didn't come back, we probably wouldn't have gotten Iron Might, and that's Peem.
Let's finish this real quick. I gotta move.
That animation for her plus Ultra was certainly a decision that they made.
I gotta move. That was so scary. Don't be so calm, though. OMG, we're like so
Land the finishing blow. Excuse me? It's about to get real stormy.
I think the interplay is like really important to the over. Yeah, I agree. I think if he didn't possess Shigaraki, I don't know what the conflict would like be, because like I guess in that case, I mean, it would just be a completely different ending if All For One wasn't trying to take over Shigaraki's consciousness.
As the Shiketsu students held back,
Like, I guess you could argue that, like, that could have been the only conflict, instead of having, like, what is it? Instead of him being broken out of Tartarus, like, he'd only have his consciousness, and then his physical body would be out of play, but then it would be like, why wouldn't he try and break himself out of prison, you know?
All Might himself told me you didn't steal Endeavor's blood because touching his fire isn't touching him. This is why
I also just kind of like All For One in general. Like, I think he's fun. He's kind of like the antithesis to a lot of My Hero Academia villains who are like sympathetic or were like groomed to be evil. Like, he's just built like that for the love of the game. I can't use my plus ultra because I'm in this mode. Hello. Yeah, it's fun. It's kind of button mashy though. Whoa. I am playing the game. God. I feel like this episode in particular in the anime was one of the few that were probably not as well adapted. Specifically, like Tokoyami's moment was a bit weaker in the anime, in my opinion. The manga panel is just so good. I don't know how you would do that in the anime with conveying the same emotion, though. Definitely my favorite My Hero Academia game. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think Iron Might was such a good idea. The story goes from you can't become a hero without a quirk to you can become a hero without the quirk. Yeah. So you can become a hero with money. You can be. It's a little complicated. I like Iron Might. I think it's just specifically hard to be a hero, not necessarily because you need a giant suit if you're quirkless, but more like if you want to be a spotlight hero like All Might, then you do need the power to back that up. I started a fresh rewatch with my sister who has no knowledge of the show, and I've added the movies in their place. Very nice. That's the way that I would experience it for the first time if I could. I think Iron Might is better than Iron Deku. It's kind of a hard comparison because we don't see Deku in action pretty much at all. So, yes, but kind of like by default, you know? Izuku proved you could be a hero without a quirk. Exactly. Not through his... Not through his power, but through his actions.
I want more surprises waiting for Izuku Midoriya.
We must never abandon hope. I will not accept defeat. This heart may have stopped, but it will beat again. I'll make certain of it. It's not too late. Replace what's missing and get his blood pumping again.
What's my favorite arc? Ooh.
I will become this child's heart.
That is a toughie. It's between like the Final War and the Dark Hero arc. I think it's a close call. I really like the Final War, and the Dark Deku arc is or Dark Hero arc is pretty short. So My Villain Academia is up there for the manga for me, but the anime adaptation is not one of my favorites. And yeah, Knuckle Duster is a good example of a hero without a quirk, or someone that could be a hero without a quirk, I guess, considering he is very much not a hero, considering he's a vigilante and he punches people. I can't pick between the PLW or the Final War. Yeah, the Paranormal Liberation War was really good. It was crazy. That's around where I picked up the manga in the first place, was like right before that. So that was like the first arc that I experienced like live, I guess, like as it was being released. That was crazy. Can I wait? I'm gonna see something really quick. Okay, there we go.
Why fix that which is broken? They know that death is
That with Deku leaving. Yeah, that when that chapter dropped where It was like Deku is now left UA. That was crazy. God. That is my favorite manga panel of the entire series, I think. I actually have a like glass painting of it on my wall because I love it so much. I generally just really love the third act of the series. Like, it's definitely the act that people complain about the most, but it's by far my favorite. I think the My Hero Academia in general just kind of gets better as it goes on. So, I'd say Act 1 is maybe a little stronger than Act 2 overall, but it's a difficult... that's a difficult one to say.
Fight until it's my time to die. When I leave this world, it will be with no regrets. I have had enough of you.
You don't get to fix what I've already broken.
Except Season 5. Yeah, I mean, Season 5 is really weird because I don't think it's bad, but I think the best parts of Season 5 were adapted the worst, and the weaker parts of Season 5 were adapted really well. Like, I think the joint training arc in the manga is kind of boring, but the anime makes it pretty fun to watch because the animation is really good. But then MVA happens, and it's just kind of like meh adaptation with really good content. So it's strange. And then like the Endeavor agency arc is very boring. At least it's short though. It's not bad, but ooh. You could tell they were making... I mean, I think it was less the movies, because, again, the first half of the season was really solid. I think it had to do with COVID. COVID affecting production. And, like, Season 6 had a movie in production at the same time, and it turned out great, so... I don't subscribe to the idea of the movies causing the main series to have production issues. Not to mention Season 3 was also being adapted when a movie was being made, and Season 3 is really good, so... I think people like pushing the movie narrative because it is like an easy target.
You can't die like this! I'm ready for whatever you've got. You understand now? You want me to kill you that badly?
It's all but confirmed that COVID was the reason for Season 5 being the way it was, honestly, because, during MVA, they were, like, working on the episodes up until release. Like, some of the episodes were done, like, less than 12 hours before they were aired. Which I don't think happens with a lot of other episodes in the series. Plus, the movies are just made by a different team in general. Damn, this looks great, by the way.
Nobody was there for me. When I needed them. Nobody cared or even looked at me.
Yeah, at least it wasn't One Punch Man Season 3. Good God. That seemed like a disaster. I'm glad that I am not super into that. Okay, what next? Cause this... I guess I'll do this one next, sure. What's up? Missed Baku Death, but just in time for Gear Show. We're taking a little detour for Ochako stuff first. But yeah, it's a great time to be an MHA fan. 2025 was a great year for My Hero Academia in general. What a way to go out.
Because you can't do everything twice good. You can't totally become him. You have blood.
I really hope that MHA continues to get love. Vigilantes is really nice, but
Just shut the hell up already. You don't know the first thing about me. You grew up watching for nothing. You see
Season 8 was so good that it deleted the haters, yeah. There was so much misinformation about the ending from the manga because of poor leaks and... I don't know, people really liked to dog on MHA for a really long time.
it's for you to pity me based on your own arbitrary
So it was like when the ending
feel.
people said was bad,
It's just your ego
it was really easy to pick on them. Anyways, this was peak content, by the way. I love this fight. Extremely underrated episode as a whole.
Chaos. Uraraka fought her way toward Toga, bloodied, but determined to convey her feelings.
Yeah, just another new gen manga with a bad ending. And then, when people that didn't have bad reading comprehension finally actually watched the anime, everyone was like, wait a second. I don't know.
Killed that sparrow, sucked its blood, and now
Being a Deku fan especially was a nightmare through 2024. Just absolutely terrible time. Oh my goodness. Baki Deku shippers, yeah, to an extent, but it was more so like the just unending slander towards Deku's character and stuff. Shipping discourse is always annoying, but I find like attacks on Izuku and like people and just like completely being wrong about the story's ending to be kind of more infuriating in my opinion. Yeah, the ending is good. I'd say it's close to the ideal ending that I would have wanted, but especially after 431.
Not normal. Don't you want to behave properly?
I don't get it. Do all people have good luck? I don't want to pretend I never saw that beautiful smile on your face.
Oh god, the twice is so annoying. Deku's my goat, I will defend him. Yeah. Deku is probably up there with my favorite fictional characters of all time in general, so yeah, I agree. I am excited to talk about his character as time goes on. Also, oh my goodness. I don't get what people hate the ending. I don't know. I think part of it is just there was a lot of misinformation about it for a really long time because the translations were really bad for the leaks. From what I heard, I didn't actually read them, but I will not be reading that because of JJK spoilers. I'm sorry. I have not watched that. I really need to. I do know a lot of JJK stuff though, just because of the war between the fandoms, which is unfortunate. I wonder if the anime will extend 431. It's possible. I think with the amount of content there is, they might not expand it too much, but if anything, it'd be nice to see a bit more of the, like, car chase with the heroes. That would be really nice. Jujutsu Kaisen is awesome. Nice. I've heard it's good.
Despite her injuries, Uraraka kept pushing onwards, hoping that Toga would open up. Her words, her presence.
My favorite character is Bakugo, but I really like Izuku. Yeah, Bakugo is really good. I really like his character. I don't think he's one of my, like, personal favorites, but I really respect his arc. And I think he's one of the more interesting characters in the show, objectively. I'm happy they extended 430 in the... Yeah, 430 was in more need of extending than 431, in my opinion, so I'm more than happy that they extended it.
But what matters is that at this moment, I want to reach out to touch you and the sadness that scarred your heart. My family is poor, and my parents always looked depressed when I was growing up, beaten down by their burdens. I wanted to become a hero for them, so that they'd be able to live happier, easier lives.
I like this really emotional music because I'm just, like, punching her in the face. I guess that's MHA in general, though.
To the world of my parents, tons of people need a shoulder to lean on. Then I fell in love with Izuku Midoriya, and now I want to stop you.
Do you know the only Hisashi Midori reference in MHA? I mean, I believe it's... If we're talking in, like, the anime, I believe it's just, like, his... Inko mentioning in episode 1, right? Because she says that her husband, has a fire-breathing quirk.
I'll cut you even more.
Right? Am I wrong about that? Unless there's another.
I won't let you escape. You anyone.
Season 8, the umbrella.
Not so
The
easy
umbrella.
to live in this world.
There were 3. I do not know what you're referring to about in season 8, I'll be honest.
What's on your mind? Tell me. I just fall in love too easily with animals and villains, boys and girls and heroes too, because they all have such lovely blood flowing through their veins. Izuku reminds me of this cute boy I liked in school. His name was Saito. Go on. I couldn't ask him if I could suck his blood. He'd just say I was a monster like the others. And he wouldn't think I was cute in a million years. I see. He lectured me the same way
I see.
you do. There's no way I could take that.
So it's just implied that he came back to Japan after the war.
It was the only place I
Took him long enough. Sorry for not being super duper engaged. I really, really do like this content.
to realize. You know, if I'm being honest, I think it's
This entire, like, arc really turned me around on Toga's character as a whole. I used to not be a very big fan of her, but God,
I can't take the leaks
it's so good.
your heart. But I want you to know exactly how special you
Do you have a favorite costume for Deku?
my tongue.
Probably his one in season 8, like the Zeta costume. I believe it's Zeta.
The cutest in the world. I picked up a knife so I could be whoever I wanted to be.
But
But in the end, I wielded
I
it
generally think his costumes get better as
so
the
world a more
series
comfortable
goes
place
on.
for me. I wanted to become other people so bad.
I really like his Air Force gloves, though, specifically.
And love them. So I drank their blood. If only I'd realized earlier. Maybe I would have wanted to give other people blood instead. If I felt this kind of love before, the world might have been an easier place for me to live in. I want to thank you, Ochako. You made my day.
Damn, this is really well done. Oh, there was a bird in her eye. I like that. Final War in the anime had a phenomenal adaptation. I absolutely agree. Definitely the best adapted stuff of the entire series, in my opinion. As opposed to, I don't know, maybe, season, maybe the Hideout raid, like the All Might versus All for One, that was really good. But the full-fledged cutscenes in the game are really good. I only wish there was more. Yes, at least it's not like the previous game where there was only like 2 good cutscenes and then the rest were flash like slideshows. So it could be worse. MHA was really good adapted mostly. Yeah. I'd say that the adaptation is very consistently good. Again, like, only Season 5 brings it down from being, like, pretty much the perfect adaptation. Anyways, back to Deku's suit. Sorry, I got a little distracted. I really like his Air Force gloves, so anything with his Air Force gloves I really like. The only exception to that is, like, the Dark Hero costume. I really like that. It's probably up there with my favorites. I don't think it's my absolute favorite. And I really like his Season 6 design with, like, the long gloves and Air Force. My least favorite Izuku costume is actually his season, late Season 2 one, where he has, mid-Season 3, I think, where he has the really long gloves, but no Air Force gloves. I do not like that one very much. I just think it's a weird middle ground between 2 pretty good costumes. Anyways, butterfly effect. I'm so glad that Dabi versus Todoroki wasn't the end of Dabi, honestly. That would have been very underwhelming. Will you analyze the first movie before Season 3 and after? I think episode 58 I will cover in terms of the anime release, so I'll cover that when it happens in the anime, but for the movie I will cover that at the end of Season 2, yeah. I'm gonna cover it between Season 2 and 3. I thought they were gonna use the animated stills, the stills for the anime for some reason. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they don't have the animation itself. They just have stills. I think that costume's a bit off, but it's still much better than Season 1's. Yeah, I mean, the Season 1 costume is pretty bad, especially with the mask on. But without the mask, it's not terrible. And I think it's more interesting, at least, than the Season 3 one, because it's not the weird middle ground between 2 way better costumes. So it's at least more interesting to me. So that saves it, in my opinion, from being the worst. But it's the second worst. It's not good. I wonder if Nakamura is going to be in 431 at all. It's kind of weird that his final cut of the series was a random Shoto and Ida cut.
Stop Toya so you can be you. The way I see it, you two are the only heroes who can avert the crisis at Gunga. Engine, and half cold, half hot. A dynamic duo. You're supposed to run when your engines are shot. Not to mention how far Gunga is from here. We'll never make it in time.
The rain's done a fine job of cooling me down.
Todoroki. I've decided. The reason I have this quirk is to help lost children find their way home.
I like Ida's arc in general. I do think it's a shame there hasn't been a movie focused on, like, Deku, Uraraka, and Ida, though. It's always the, like, Ida, or sorry, not Ida, it's always, Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki, because they're the most marketable. Technically speaking, he did do work on Caesar, it was just helping finish someone else's animation. Well, that's nice to know, at least. At least he worked on it. I'll be honest, I did not know that. I am familiar a decent amount with the animation and animators on the series, but I'm not, like, obsessed with it like some people are. Oh my god, it's almost over. Okay, it's fine.
Have I been torn to shreds?
The reason All Might will beat you is all for one. Is because he's more insane than you are. It almost worked. Nakamura character acting on 431 would go so hard. It would. His character acting that I've seen from other series is really, really good. I'd love to see that. I think the movies would have benefited from a smaller cast. I think M3 did, which I think M3, yeah, movie 3 did. Movie 2, I think worked the class really well, but I think movie 1 less so. I've only seen movie 1, yeah. I'm sorry, what's character? Character acting is just like, more like animating character faces and expressions and like movements in a more subtle manner than like just like fights. Like, it's basically like when a character is talking, that's character acting. As for the movies having smaller casts, I absolutely agree. I think they really want to include everyone because, like, it's My Hero Academia. It's like the class. So. But I think it would have really benefited from a smaller. I mean, I personally think movie 3 is my favorite, and I think part of that is because they have the smaller cast size, and I think it allows more focus to be on, like, the anime original characters, like Rhodey. I will say another problem the movies have is that their villains kind of are bad most of the time. I think it would be nice if their next movie, instead of focusing so much on, like, the companion character, like Rhodey, or, I'm blanking on the names of the, 2 in the 4th movie, but, like, Melissa, they focus on, like, the villain side of it. They did a little bit in movie 4 with, the All Might, Dark Might, but he was more of a comedic one. He wasn't really like a tragic character. So I'd like a bit more of the classic MHA tragic villain stuff in a movie. I think that would be nice. Shell on my goat 9. 9 is cool, but his character is kind of a little boring. He's cool though. I do like him. I think that none of the villains are bad. I mean, Wolfram is extremely boring, but very unmemorable villains for sure. Dark Might is hammy enough to be fun, but the others feel bland. Yeah, I agree. I'd love to see, like, Horikoshi, like, more involved in the movies at some point. Like, he writes some of it. Because I know he gives input, and they took, like, a lot of movie 2's plot from him, but I feel like having him more directly involved would be a benefit. Dark Might with such missed potential, like, bro get told by his idol that he's just terrible, and he just shrugs it off like it was said by nobody. Yeah, I agree. I think Dark Might had a lot of potential to be an emotional villain, but they tried a little bit, but it wasn't super involved. So what psychological disorder does Dark Knight have to switch up his behavior so much? I think it's less a disorder and more a like obsession that causes him to be like that. Anyways, let's do peak. This episode is really good.
Do you want to tell him why you're late?
Isn't an obsession kind of a psychological disorder? Potentially, yeah.
Or maybe
An All Might prequel movie written by Horikoshi would be a top 1 movie worldwide. God, I would love that. Unfortunately, All Might is not that popular of a character. Like,
we haven't lost yet.
on popularity polls, he just doesn't get the votes anymore, which is very sad. I'd love more All Might content, but
Everything's okay. Tamaki and the
at least we got movie 1 focusing on him a bit. That was nice.
everything he can to save Bakugo's life as we speak. I know he'll succeed. We will win this. That's the mindset you need to battle with. We haven't lost a single thing that can't be regained yet. And we're not giving up this fight. We're heroes. Remember?
That was a really good line read.
Control my heart. You're right, Lemillion. I'm sorry.
I love a movie or a limited series about the previous One for All
After we've won,
users like Nana. Yeah. That would be sick.
Hoping to save Shigaraki.
I
Search for him within all
I've heard that Horikoshi actually does know, like, the backstories of all of the users, but he said that he doesn't want to use it because he thinks that it should be left up to interpretation, which is a shame. But if he ever changes his mind, that would be really nice. The mission order in this game annoys me a bit. Yeah, I agree. The anime does kind of jump around a lot, so I kind of get it, but it is a shame.
but he's still. You have to be careful.
Telling me, is Shigaraki still somewhere inside of that body? Now that is an interesting question. Tomoe Shigaraki. That person no longer exists. What you see before you is two people we've melted into a single being. All for one is the consciousness in charge. Perhaps because he's
Damn, I blocked that just in time. That was crazy. I'm getting my ass beat. Holy shit.
or how you intend to approach this fight. But don't think for a second that there's a happy ending.
I want a One for All movie so bad, yeah.
Not from what I've seen. I said something kind of
Unfortunately, I just don't think that something like that will happen because marketability-wise, people would want more Izuku and Bakugo and Todoroki. So it's more of a risk to not focus on them. I think the most likely movie is like a movie that is time skipping, like a time skip movie.
I'm coming for my brother. You should prepare yourself because I guarantee you're not getting a happy ending either. I can do this too. What a nuisance. I broke my guard. Guiding. It won't be defeated. I'll face you. Guiding.
Deku might become a psycho in season 4 because of his all-in decision of All Might died. Yeah. Him stealing the 10th anniversary thing. God. Oh, I was so close. Darn.
I can't afford.
I almost pulled it back. That beginning was rough, though. Gear Shift is such a cool quirk. I wish we got to see it more, especially... Yeah! I really wish movie... My biggest disappointment with movie 4 was honestly that Deku didn't get to use most of his quirks. Like, he did a little bit, but I was really hoping for him going all out with Black Whip. And like... Fucking, I don't know, like... Fajin and stuff, but it's kind of done a little bit, but his final attack is kind of just a big kick, which is a shame.
That person no longer exists.
Movie 4 in general is, I don't know, it's not bad, but it's on the lower end of the movie spectrum for me personally.
Perhaps because he's been alive longer. I don't know what your plan is or how you intend to approach this fight. But don't
We call Shigaraki the villain, but does he have your grave prompt? I mean, yes, because he did, like, raid that skull, like, cult thing, and then kill them, and then steal their stuff. So, yes, he did grave rob, actually.
He acted like a little kid. It was almost like he was possessed by someone else. To be honest, it didn't seem like they were totally unified to me.
Izuku, look. He's still in there.
say what you want. I don't care. I'm coming for my brother. You should prepare yourself.
They were racist, though, that's different. True. They had it coming for them.
It's my body.
It's kind of weird that the game just opens with this fight, by the way. I don't... For those of you that weren't here yesterday, this is the fight that happens as soon as you open the game. And it just throws you into it for some reason. It does baby you, though. Oh my god. Okay. Just Corkist, yeah. Would Nomus count as grave robbing since you're robbing using a person's dead body? Yeah, I'd say so. Poor Shirakumo.
Mr. Aizawa and Monoma are using Erasure to take away his quirks. But he's still... You have to be careful.
Okay, I need to lock in this time.
Shigaraki's still somewhere inside of that body. Now that is an interesting question.
It's kind of hard to tell what's going on sometimes because we're both in our rising modes and we have like a million effects happening.
What you see before you is two people who've melted into a single being. All for one is the consciousness of Shigarashi. Perhaps because he's been alive longer. I don't know what your plan is or how you intend to approach this fight, but don't think for a second that there's a happy ending for you.
That's not true. Not from
It's not unusual for anime games, really.
something kind of mean earlier, and it was
I'm not super familiar. I haven't played many outside of
he got
the MHA ones.
panicky. Basically, he acted like a
I'll be honest, I'm not really super into like any big shonens that would be popular enough to have a game outside of MHA. I do watch a decent amount of anime, but in terms of like shonen stuff, I'm just a little bit unfamiliar. Oh my god!
because I guarantee you're not getting a happy ending either.
Naruto had a lot of games, yeah. I think the only one that I've watched a lot of in terms of shonen is Hunter x Hunter or Hunter x Hunter. I watched like I think about 50 episodes of it. I enjoyed it. I just need to finish it eventually. I just got busy. And then I've also watched a little bit of Mob Psycho. Only one season though. I really want to watch more of Mob Psycho though. One Piece I think I'd enjoy, but it's One Piece. You know? I don't know if I want to get into that.
You have to be careful.
It's a big commitment.
Shigaraki's still somewhere inside of that body. Now that is an interesting question. Tomoe Shigaraki. That person no longer exists. What you see before you
Are you familiar with SCP? A little bit.
to a single
I'm not super into it myself. I've dabbled a little bit. I have friends that are really into it though, so I'm kind of familiar by osmosis.
I don't know what your plan is or how you intend to
Mob Psycho is criminally underrated. Yeah, it's so good.
that there's a happy ending.
I have a lot of friends that are into Mob Psycho also. I've watched the first season, I enjoyed it, but I didn't watch season 2, so I need to get back on that. One Piece overanalyze. God, I can't. That would take me like, that would be like a lifelong dedication project.
By someone else.
I was already mixed on doing MHA Overanalyzed because of how long it was, but I needed an outlet for my obsession, so I was like, okay.
Because I guarantee you're not getting a happy ending either.
One Piece rank is rather intimidating, yeah. Oh my god, I missed both! Okay, whatever. Season 2, Episode 5 is the pinnacle of Mob Psycho 100, yeah. I can't comment, but I'm sure.
I'm going to stop you.
I'm happy you did it, filled the gap in my heart I didn't know existed. Thank you. Hey, I get to watch this cutscene without lag this time. Let's go.
Second gear. Third gear.
Speaking of the series, ever since Vigilantes got an anime adaptation, I remember that some people saying it's what MHA should have been. I disagree! I think Vigilantes is a good companion piece, but if we only had Vigilantes, I think it wouldn't be nearly as well regarded. I also think that Vigilantes in general just kind of doesn't quite have the logic of MHA that I like. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I do like Vigilantes, but I'm not nearly as obsessed with it as MHA as a whole. I heard Jason Yao, the animator for the Gearship Punches, wanted to add more to the scene, but the episode director decided against. Yeah, unfortunately that's not too uncommon. And it's not really the director's fault. It's more like a production thing, because like, even if Jason Yao animated all the extra stuff, it's not just him. Oh my god, that shot looks great. It's not just him working on the scene, right? Like, you have to have the cleanup artists, the in-between artists, the SFX artists, the lighting. Like, there's so many people that go into the entire animation process that it's not just more work for Jason specifically, it's more work for the whole team that's working on that specific portion. And that happened in Season 5 also with, like, some of, like, the Toga episode of MVA, is that an animator actually did animate a lot more of the scene, but they couldn't get it done in time because the other pieces of the production wouldn't have been able to complete it. So they had to tone it down. And that's not really anyone's fault. It's just a timing thing, and unfortunately that's like a sacrifice you have to make when you're making like a yearly anime series. That's what I appreciate about Vigilantes, is that their schedule is much better, so they have a lot more consistently great animation, which is nice to see. Vigilantes is worse in my opinion because it misses all the characters I build with 8 seasons formation. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I understand that to an extent. I am a big fan of Deku, so him not being there is a negative against it, I guess. But it's kind of hard to judge it just based off of that. Like, I like Vigilantes characters and stuff. Knuckle Duster is great, and I love the stuff that they give to Aizawa and such. If One Punch Man got a game covering like this covering Season 3, I wonder how the cutscenes would look. I have no idea. I mean, it wouldn't be much different from the anime, I guess. Sucks that the anime adaptation didn't adapt the Deku panel. I don't know exactly what one you're talking about. Off the top of my head, at least. Yeah, it's weird that Full Moon is here. Why is this after this? That is just not... It's just not. It's weird. Anyways. Let's go back here. Me neither, yeah.
Shoto mentioned. Toya! What did you do to Shoto?
In an early chapter of Vig, they showed a glimpse of Deku. Oh yeah, that wasn't adapted because that entire chapter wasn't adapted. They did do a Japan-only dub of that chapter, but it was just for marketing. It wasn't in the anime itself. It's because it was like meant to like set up what a vigilante was and stuff. Hello. You missed a decent chunk of stuff. We did the Toga and Uraraka fight. We just finished the gear shift stuff. I think that's the big stuff. But welcome. So we'll be on Vigilantes Blu-rays, possibly. I'm not sure. I think it was literally just released on like the Vigilantes Twitter account for the Japanese one. Like back before season 1 released. And it just had like all of the MHA voice actors dubbing over it. It wasn't animated or anything, but it was cool. I'm glad they did it. Oh my goodness. The first opening of Vigilantes was an unexpected banger. Yeah, the opening of Vigilantes is pretty good. Endeavor's unblockable suit is kind of brutal. It feels really out of place. Yeah. I'm just like picking him up. Doing that, yeah. Oh god. Okay. Oh! Okay, that was really close. Sorry, I had to lock in. Talking about an actual canon chapter. Yeah, I know what one you're talking about. Was that not in chapter 0.5? I can check. I'm not as familiar with Vigilantes, I'll be honest, so I could have been wrong about chapter 0.5. Oh, weird. Chapter 0.5 isn't even in the manga. Like, the actual release of it. It's weird. All Right is so good. Yeah, the opening for it. The opening for Vigilantes is so good. Sorry, I thought you were talking about like the opening episode. The like the OP is really good, yeah. The Todoroki family was definitely in my top 5 storylines. Yeah, I mean it's very good. I think it's probably that's hard for me. I'm not sure where it lands for me. High pressure manga reading. Yeah, I don't see it in the first chapter, just glancing at it. If you could give me like a page or whatever, if you are able. Because I swear it was in chapter 0.5. Speaking of .5s, I can't wait to cover episode 13.5 and overanalyze. That's gonna be a weird episode. God.
His mind's long gone. How is he still fighting when his fire's so hot that I'm getting burned?
Trying to find it nice. Music design is very good for this part. Yeah. Intense.
Experiences have been known to awaken
It's in volume 4 according to the wiki. Really? Okay.
given him the strength to keep
I will look at volume 4 after this fight.
You can at least do that.
I'm interested now. Because if they cut a Deku panel, how dare they? To be frank.
praise Quirk. I'm responsible for all of this. I chose to bear these burdens and strive for atonement.
I'm responsible for
You were there.
being a bad person?
Time, weren't you?
Dad, on your next day off, come to Sakura Peak with me.
Even though I couldn't look back at you, the person that I wronged so appallingly.
Endeavor as a character is so good.
Do really cool stuff now. You gotta see it. Then you'll be glad you created me.
I'll bear all the anger, hatred, and running out of steam. You can't beat me. No matter where you are. You can't beat me. Did you think I'd follow you?
Top 10 episode for sure. Yeah, it's really good. I think it's in my top 10 also.
You can't beat me.
I don't want to give too many specifics about my ranking of the episodes though, because I wanted to make that a video at some point. I am thinking I might do the seasons on an individual basis for the ranking. Just thinking about it more. Just like as a little bonus. How do they... yeah.
Ray! No! Why are you here? Get away now, or you'll burn to death! Oh! You!
I'm sorry. I won't lose anybody else.
Yeah, stupid! Stop causing
At the end of chapter 3, I'm gonna check cool.
Everyone is watching. So, this is what it's like. If
Poor
it was
Toya.
this simple a thing, then why? I wish I'd known sooner.
Oh yeah, I see it at the end of chapter 3. I swore that was in volume 0. Yeah, they did cut a Deku panel. That's a shame. What the hell? I guess it just doesn't make sense timeline wise. So I'm guessing that's why they cut it. But that's a shame. Time to come back to high pressure manga reading. Yeah. I've warmed up to the All Might Sure Deku words in the final better, but I think Koichi's hood would have went hard if not harder. Yeah, but then you're kind of stealing that guy's whole thing. You can't do that. I don't know why Dabi's hair didn't burn off. Maybe it was just turned to char. Do you think he only has fire resistant hair? That would be funny. What is more deadly, a nuke or Toya? I mean, it depends on the size of the nuke, I think. At least he's not radioactive, I think. So he has that going for him. Okay, let's do Lemillion's ass, I guess.
Damn it! Is this it? This is all wrong. Sir said.
I like Koichi, I like his quirk and how he learns to use the series going on. Yeah, I like Koichi too.
Hero the world has ever seen.
He's pretty neat.
This can't be the future you saw, right, Night Eye?
The barrier. I have to deactivate it for a moment. Please, heroes, hang on for for 2 seconds.
His quirk is cool, but
I'm nothing to him.
it does kind of feel like he's pulling stuff out of his ass sometimes.
For 1
Just a little
second.
bit.
Somehow. What can I do?
I'll talk about that more when I cover it. If I cover it. In 5 years!
This world cannot hope to have a bright future.
How does he produce the heat? I mean, we have an explanation for Bakugo's quirk, so how do you explain Dabi's quirk?
Hey, you!
Why did it go in his ass? I don't know. I'm sure there's an explanation for how he produces his flames, but
Midoriya arrived at the aerial coffin to face Shigaraki. With his quirk erased, Shigaraki was unable to keep up with Midoriya's
3 render of the century.
than ever before.
I think there's just a lot of quirks in the series that isn't quite... Oh, it's the other side of it. Cool. That aren't, like, quite fully explained. And I think that's okay. I don't think we need a detailed explanation of every quirk. Like, how does Ochako's zero gravity work truly? It's kind of not explained. I don't think the anime zoomed up. Yeah, I don't think so either. These cutscenes are giving me nostalgia. Yeah, God. The wait for this episode in particular sucked because it was like 2 weeks long. Because I think it was like the Olympics or something was going on. So we had to wait 2 weeks instead of just the one. And I think Vigilantes is also having that problem. Like now, so that's kind of funny. The Olympics is always messing with MHA. She also does the Death City of stuff, that's possible. But also, like, how? You know?
Or rather, who they use it for. Quirks are nothing without the hero behind them.
Mr. Overanalyzed, when will you be playing My Hero Ultra Rumble, the most balanced game ever? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Ultra Rumble, not because of the balancing, but because of the gacha stuff. Maybe at some point it would be fun to play it with, like, fans or whatever. But it's not in my plans. That move is crazy, by the way, oh my god. I assume she manipulates gravitons in some fashion, I guess. Yeah, I mean, again, there's explanations, but none of them are canon, so same with Shoto.
Impact of twice is overflowing the battlefield.
A Chain of Events episode is up with a few episodes as my favorite. Gearshift was beautifully adapted. Yeah, my only complaint with the episode is I wish the pacing was a little faster, and also, there's a lot of, like, flashbacks in the first half of the episode that are kind of, like, redundant. That butt shot was in the anime, it was just on screen for less than a second. Ah, I see. So it, like, zoomed out really fast. I like it when anime games, or just games in general, let you play as the villain. It's fun.
It's as though one for all and all for one are resonating, responding to each other. Can you feel it too? I can see my brother.
God, I need to get better at countering. It feels like a pretty tight window to do so.
Has been shifted. And now, it's affecting the balance of their union, keeping them from becoming one entity.
Okay, I dodged it. It's chill. MHA Finals season got such a good episodes rating, a 9.8 was... Yeah, and it had a 9.9 for a while. It was crazy. Did Shigaraki call Deku an insignificant pest? I think so. Seems like something he'd do. I think he does that in the anime. Should have been a 9.9, yeah. I did not pay attention for a second. I just got absolutely decked by Deku. Oops. I was hoping Gear Shift was season 8 episode 3 type episode, but it's still great. Yeah. Yeah, I do wish. I could understand though, because season 7 was a lot more like spread out than season 8 as a whole, because they had like double the episode count. So I understand why some episodes aren't as put together as season 8's, but... And plus, Izuku was gonna get more episodes in season 8, so I understand why they'd prioritize like the finales of like Todoroki and Ochako and stuff. So it was a necessary sacrifice in my opinion, because both of those episodes I think deserved really good adaptations. Also, oh my god, he destroyed me. This is absurd. Lore action, yeah.
It's affecting the balance of their union.
Did he heal back up? This guy, I swear to God. Goddamn.
Even with this power?
As far as I understand, Izuku could have defeated Shigaraki with ease, but he didn't because he wanted to save him. Yeah, that's true to an extent. Like, Izuku, like, at one point, like, fully, like, rips his arm off. And, like, if he went for the head, that very well could have been a killing blow. But it's hard to say. I mean, you kind of see what Izuku does when he doesn't care about saving someone, though, in the movies. And yeah, if Shigaraki had a final attack in a movie type thing from Deku, he probably wouldn't have survived it. Losing should count as passing level since it's canon, yeah. I'm surprised they didn't censor the arms. Oh, did they not? That's sick. Oh, in the anime? Yeah. I'm glad they didn't. It's kind of crazy what they did censor in the anime versus what they kept, because, like, what was it? In season 5, it censored, like, Shigaraki getting his finger, like, 2 of his fingers ripped off, or 3 of them. But then we have just, like, full arms being ripped off in the later seasons, so I don't understand. Dark Knight was dead the moment he left Europe, yeah.
My dear little brother. You don't grasp the events I've set in motion. If that chain of events determines...
No, don't do this to me. No. I was so close. I never understood why, because he was missing his finger. Yeah. Who's my favorite villain? Ooh, that's a good question. Do redeemed villains count? Because I think if we aren't counting, like, redeemed villains, I think Toga might be my favorite of the villains. But counting villains that were redeemed, Gentle Criminal is probably my favorite. I love Gentle. His episode in season 7 made me cry, genuinely, even though I'd read the manga. So, that's, yeah. Two idiots, one thought, yeah. Gentle's amazing. I feel like Shigaraki is undefeated. Yeah, Shigaraki is also very good. I just... I think his design is sick.
keeping them from becoming one entity.
I just think Toga's ending really won me over. Personally. Gentle criminal love is needed more. Well, I will be giving him plenty of love. Come season 4 and season 7. I wish Nejire Hado got more moments. Yeah, that would have been nice. Finally! There we go. Does Nagant count? Nagant was very cool, but she doesn't have a lot of screen time. Nagant's design is very, very cool, though. The definition of a villain is anyone who breaks quirks-related laws. Well, in that case, like, the Vigilantes are on the table. Ooh.
Push my buttons and fuel my anger. As I fumed, you plotted to hijack my mind and body for
This animation is great. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of surprised that they decided to animate this.
eventually we started to
I'm glad though, it looks great.
piece of you. But you know what, Master? I didn't like that much, so I hid the core of my being deep down inside. Little by little, careful not to draw attention, that piece regained control. I'm following my own path, not yours.
Not
I don't need one for all to achieve my dreams. My end goal is a simple one.
Ooh, I like that adaptation of that. That manga panel is
The
great.
hand that reached out that day wasn't all for once. If events hadn't played out the way they did, maybe
They're
everything
considered
would have
villains by the
been
heroes and the
different.
police, yeah.
Shigaraki's
I guess
thoughts
that's true.
disappeared as he faced the master. Battle start. Allow me to
Oh my god.
destroy everything that's tied to that house. Give me my body back.
You know what's weird to me? Is when people call the Dark Hero arc the Vigilante Deku arc, because no, he's not a vigilante. He is a licensed hero. He's just being sad. Deku is my favorite villain. He broke the law by fighting Stain. Stain's also a great villain. I like Stain a lot.
Supposed to become me in the most
I just think he has a cool design.
Now I see that Tomura's destructive impulse is greater than
Sorry, there's some questions in chat. I will answer them soon. I need to lock in a little bit though.
you shall adopt my quirk.
I appreciate how active the chat is, by the way. It makes it really fun to talk and give my opinions on things. I've been having a really good time streaming. I'm definitely open to streaming more in the future, if that's what people want.
I'll easily keep Tomura in check. My story is far from over.
I'll destroy all of it. I'm the accumulation of the hatred that originated in that house, which is why I must destroy the world. Everything that exists in this
This attack is so funny, because I don't think he does anything like that in canon, but it's so ridiculous. It's awesome. Oh my god!
I'm getting into this. Let's play a little more. You're coming up.
Imagine if we just had a full-on fight between them in the Vestige world in the anime. That kind of would be sick, honestly. If they had to, like, fight. for control. I understand why they didn't do that, but goddamn. It's kind of weird that we didn't get, like, a full-on, like, Vesh's world fight at any point. We kind of just got, like, more emotional scenes in there. Which makes sense, but... You're strong. Ah, God. Very close. Cork Skill 1 immediately followed by Cork Skill 2. Shigaraki's one of some of those cheese, yeah. God. Deku is actually a villain for letting All Might fall in that one. Yeah, God, that scene was so sad. He jumped away from All Might using his quirk totally counts. Nade would have wanted Izuku to have his poster. Yeah, I agree with that. I think he probably. I think that's probably All Might's decision to give him the poster in like universe. That's what I imagine, anyways. Internship arc is where my love for the series started to grow on Deku. Yeah. The internship arc was really great. Season 2 as a whole is really solid. Except for, I don't know, the final exams are kind of, like, weirdly mid. I feel like they shouldn't be, but I'm not a huge fan of them for some reason. I don't know if that's the common consensus or not. It's not bad, though. Deku vs. Shoto was peak, yeah, absolutely. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Originally, he was supposed to become me in the most complete sense. Now I see that Tomura's destructive impulse is greater than I imagined. I must think of another way. You shall adopt my quirk and become an evolved version of me.
Deku and Bakugo and Todoroki and Momo's were good, but the rest were just yeah, I could agree with that.
Even with this power?
What if it's not the same poster, but a 10th anniversary poster that All Might had spare? It's possible. Definitely possible. It's just kind of funny that it appears after he dies. I will probably bring it up when it happens in Overanalyzed. Just because it's like such a popular, weird thing to talk about. Suzu/Tokiyama's exam. Yeah, it's decent. Like, I wouldn't say any of the content is bad, but it's just weirdly forgettable. Like, I feel like no one talks about them. Like, it should be cool. Like, it's one of All Might's fights. Like, one of the few All Might fights in the series, and it's just not brought up.
I must think of another way. You shall adopt my quirk and become an evolved version of me. Then,
This is my will, my dream. I'll surpass you with my own power. You're just an obstacle in my path.
as his consciousness is engulfed, I'll easily keep Tomura in check.
Yeah, that is interesting. I wonder if the outro was like... I wonder if it was honestly a mistake. It's possible.
I'm the accumulation of the hatred that originated at that house, which is why I must destroy the world.
This is kind of unrelated, but one of the things that I eventually want to do is I want to get all of the figures of All Might that are in Izuku's room, because they're based off of real ones, and I have a couple of them, but it would be cool to get the rest.
I'm getting into this.
What do I play on? I'm playing on Steam right now. Oog. This one's rough. God. God, the blue sky, yeah. Oh, that discourse was exhausting. As is most discourse on the internet. Especially when, like, at least in Season 6, it kind of makes sense to complain about it, because it's like, there's not really a reason for it to be a blue sky other than the one chapter called the deep blue sky or whatever. But, like, in Season 7, like, it's like that because of the tone shift that happens once Bakugo dies. So it's such, like, a nothing complaint.
He was supposed to become me in the most complete sense. Now I see it. Homer's destructive impulse.
It's not your favorite, but I think you think it's overblown. Yeah. I think, honestly, the background art in MHA is not the best in general. Like, the buildings are kind of ugly, if I'm being honest, but I can overlook it the vast majority of the time.
My dream. I'll surpass you with my own power. Just an obstacle in my path.
As his consciousness is engulfed, I'll easily keep Toga in check. My story is far from over.
I'll destroy all of it. I'm the accumulation of the hatred that originated at that house, which is why I must destroy.
There you go, I got a counter in. Oh, god damn it.
That exists in this world is to blame for what happened in my past.
It's about time I killed you.
Oh my god.
One step closer to the end.
You ready for this?
I just realized my rising meter just doesn't rise. I'm assuming that's, like, meant to make it harder. Maybe a hot take, but I think Gran Torino... That is not a very hot take. I think that's pretty common. I also think that should have happened. I think it would have been more emotional that Izuku would try and forgive him despite him killing one of his mentors. Like, I think that would be a much more interesting conflict. I gotta focus. There we go, finally. Jesus.
I'll see you in hell.
Is it in the manga mostly? Yes. Yeah. The difference is though the manga, like, obviously doesn't show the blue sky.
Connected to that house.
So it makes it, like, feel different, if that makes sense.
Save me, got it?
Do you like the manga? Yes. Yeah, I like the manga, but again, like, it's a bit different. One of the characters does such a happen, yeah. Still no one knows the clocks. Yeah, that's where the real discourse should be, is the clocks. God. Maybe Edgeshot. Yeah, I kind of get why they didn't kill Edgeshot, though, because, like, it would have caused it to be a lot more difficult to wrap up Bakugo in a timely manner. Like, I think he was just kept alive because it makes the ending a little bit less complicated to wrap up. But if in an ideal world where Horikoshi was given, like, infinite resources or whatever, it would have been nice to explore that. We don't want to make Izuku depressed now, do we? I mean, they do make him depressed, but I think it would have been a better catalyst also for him to be like that, you know? What do I think about Edgeshot surviving? Yeah, it's okay. It's not my favorite, but the original idea of Toga surviving, I could see it working, but I think, like, with Toga's character, I think it makes a lot more sense for her to die. And it gave the chance for Ochako's character to be explored a lot more, which I really liked, the development of Ochako's character after her death. I think it would have been worse if she survived, but I could see it being done well. Does that make any sense? I just, like, there's no world where she doesn't go to prison if she survived, unless she just goes on the run or something. And Toga is not the type of character to want to be in prison, so her entire character is about being free and who she wants to be. So I'm glad Best Jeanist finally got a hero suit upgrade. Yeah, his hero suit is really cool. After the time skip. Let's do this one. Token can hide with her ability from Season 3, I guess, but I don't think her just going into hiding would be a very, like, satisfying conclusion for her.
Some people say there are no do-overs.
If I'm being honest. Like, it would have been, like, fine, but... And then you wouldn't get the stuff with Uraraka. I think it would just be a little bit worse.
I want to be the man who brings about a bright future.
But she wanted to change a little bit.
Naturally, this is the least I owe.
But I think she was... I mean, I don't know if she necessarily wanted to change. I think that she just wanted Ochako to live because she saw that Ochako was bringing the change that she wanted and not, like, judging people based off of their quirks and stuff. I don't know if Toga would have wanted to stop being, like, who she was. Or she could have led a different path originally. Yeah. Like, again, like, it's possible that they could have kept her alive, but I just think her dying is a good... It was good. It was a good ending. Oh my god! Flashback!
I will ensure that my name is engraved in history, so that others can admire my
Damn, we can't skip the flashbacks even in the game.
I hold simply for myself. Unless I want my name to fade, I must
Upset about Toga's death, but really good character development for Chaga. Yeah, that's understandable.
because you asked me to. I shall endure. Then why would you talk?
I think generally a lot of people that were big fans of the League were not very happy with the fact that a lot of them died in the end, which I understand that, but
I will, if that's what it takes to achieve my goal. You can mock me.
I personally think most of the endings were very satisfying. I especially like Spinner's ending. He doesn't die, but Spinner was great. Spinner deserves more love in general.
Want to be a hero?
I'm the same as you, Gentle. My dream's not just my own anymore. I have a goal that my body wasn't made for, but for everyone who's cheered me on, everyone who's acknowledged me. I'll become a hero! Plenty of people in this world are hurting. They need help. And so, I want to become someone who they look up to. A person who can show them a bright future!
1 second. Okay, hello, sorry about that. It would be really nice if we got a spin-off for just a time skip. Yeah, I mean, in an ideal world, I'd love that also. The only problem is that I don't think Horikoshi wants to do more MHA right now. And I don't really want it written by someone who isn't him, so that would suck. Spinner's part of the game, but not playable, will probably be in the DLC. Yeah, I hope so. Spinner deserves more love in general. I think he's, unfortunately, not very popular. It's a shame. Yeah, we be the change you want to see in the world. Okay.
My actions were self-serving, though I claimed to be a gentleman. For I am the one who has lived his entire adult life thinking only of himself. I've lost my will to fight. My dreams.
Oh, I'm getting absolutely destroyed. Okay, I really like Gentle, but I'm not a huge fan of his fighting style in the game. Specifically, One's Justice 2. I wasn't a huge fan of his fighting. La Bravo, like.
I will ensure that my name is engraved in history, so that others can admire my way of life. This is no longer an ambition I hold simply for myself. Unless I want my name to fade, I must persevere. My aims are not so trivial, I would abandon them only because you asked me to. I shall endure.
La Bravo do something. La Bravo was just like attacking Deku after Gentle died. It was funny. It was just like the anime.
I will, if that's what it takes to achieve my goal. You can mock me and say that I'm weak, but know this, I care not what you think.
I won't mock you, gentle criminal.
Gentle Criminal.
Tell me, why is it you want
I also love the voice of Gentle Criminal in the dub. It's so good. Gently rebound. He's so good.
Cheer me on. Everyone who's acknowledged me, I'll become a hero.
I find it funny how La Bravo just, yeah. Waddles weird.
And so, I want to become someone who they look up to. A person who can show them a bright future.
God, the NPCs in this game are no joke.
Yes. My actions were self-serving, though I claimed to be a gentleman. For I am the one who has lived his entire adult life thinking only of himself. I've lost my will to fight. My dreams.
Where's the camera at? La Bravo's slacking, yeah.
is the core of my being. A heart that can feel, that beats for someone else.
Oh God.
Izuku Midoriya, I am grateful that you are the one with whom I was able to have my final round. I wish you a bright future. I'm in no
The models in this game are good. Yeah, they're really good.
your actions. You touch those
They really needed an update also. They've been using these models since the first game, I think. So I'm glad that they gave a lot of them an update. Some of them didn't get updated, unfortunately, but whatever. At least the important ones got updated. Please. Oh my God. You have like one sliver of health, please. Oh my God. What do you think the POV is? We're not seeing Gentle's flashback in his head. La Bravo's replaying. True. Just punt La Bravo at the opponent. Don't do that.
in history, so that others can admire my way of life. This is no longer an ambition I hold simply for myself. Unless I want my name to fade, I must persevere. My aims are not so trivial, I would abandon them only because you asked me to.
matters, you'll get the whole event canceled. And take the happiness away from a girl who doesn't even know how to smile yet!
I will, if that's what it takes to achieve my goal. You can mock me and say that I'm weak, but know this, I care not what you think!
God, Gentle's voice actor is going crazy.
Gentle criminal.
So, tell me
It makes it at least a little bit more bearable. This is the third time I've heard it.
Gentle. My dream's not just my own anymore. I have a goal.
What other manga do you like other than MHA? Weirdly, a lot of the manga I like outside of MHA is not really in the same genre at all. My favorite manga outside of MHA is probably Nichijou. That or City. I really like them. City is not that popular. City just got an anime adaptation. If you want a really good comedy anime that isn't like too, like, it doesn't have too much of that like weird anime humor, watch City, the animation. It is so good. I could not recommend it highly enough.
core of my being. A heart that can feel that beats for someone else. Izuku Midoriya, I am grateful that you were the one with whom I was able to have my final round. I wish you a bright
But honestly, I haven't dabbled too much in manga in general. I watch more animes than mangas. Yeah, Nichijou. I mean. I also like Dungeon Meshi a lot. I really like Dungeon Meshi. I've read some of the manga. And I've watched the anime. The anime is honestly one of the best anime I've ever watched. MHAS Foundation Tanks and Minecraft Prisons, God.
Do not risk your necks.
I am a big fan of Minecraft for that one chatter, so there's that at least. Oh god, it's 2 AM and I have school tomorrow. Oh my... Go to sleep! Don't stay up on my accord! I've been meaning to check out Dungeon Meshi for a while. It's really good. The anime is especially great.
I can't believe I foolishly attempted
The animation is just so good also. I also really like Bocchi the Rock, the anime.
You kids are something special.
Tomorrow's Sunday.
Filming heroes.
Some people have school on Sundays, believe it or not.
See how heroic my beloved Gentle is being today. He may not care, but he's going to get the credit he deserves. I'm going to broadcast this to the whole world.
There we go. But yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of the anime that I'm a big fan of doesn't really lend itself to the overanalyzed format, so I probably won't be doing like a Nichijou overanalyzed or anything, because there isn't really a plot. I mean, there is, but you know, it's more of a comedy. MHA is definitely like absolutely my favorite anime of all time, though, by a long shot. It's not close, unfortunately.
Tell me where the enemy is.
Nagant.
Izuku Midoriya asked me to do this.
Very good choice, yeah.
He asked me to fight alongside him.
Here, use this to keep up to date on UA's location, the enemy's position, and so on. I'll take full responsibility.
How did Nagant survive exploding, by the way? That's crazy. She's built different.
So, if your heart's telling you to take action for that kid, then I'm choosing to trust
Time to snipe a longer distance than I ever had before. It's crazy. This episode of the anime, by the way, is so good. It's probably one of the best of season 7, honestly. Like the ending where she shoots his hand off. God. Oh, we're doing another...
You murdered the previous head of the safety commission? But wait, I read about you. The media reported that you killed fellow...
I actually haven't fought as Nagant yet, even in practice, so I'm completely new here.
Been brainwashed. You'll never understand the truth. I was exhausted. I killed so many. All to keep our citizens in the dark. Say some group is planning a terrorist attack
Oh, interesting. So you can change your gun mode. So that was targeting, and then this is just like firing, I guess.
Foundation of this society. They can't be tried. They have to disappear quietly. That's where the safety connection comes in.
Interesting.
And here's the sad truth. The hero world everyone admires as a force of good is nothing but an illusion. The citizens will see the infallible public face while someone else gets crushed.
Her airwalk is really annoying to activate in Rising.
All for one's future makes more sense than that.
That's unfortunate.
Everyone will know the truth.
I feel like airwalk isn't even that like useful of a power in a fighting game, honestly. But oh my goodness, where am I?
Our society exists in a gray area, swirling with anxiety and anger.
Here, let's try it out.
Why I have to keep reaching my hand out to help.
I have no hesitation to kill.
Over and over.
Your life is forfeit.
That is not what I meant to do, but oh well, it worked out. Deku's a menace in this game. He is. He's crazy. My cat is here. Hello, cat.
I let my bullets talk for me. You won't be beaten. Sniping preparation.
She's actually pretty fun to play as.
I should retreat.
Yeah, her airwalk is just not working.
What a hassle. You won't be beaten. Trying to pull me in?
I'll give it a shot.
I wonder if that's a bug or something.
Along with your sins.
He's a menace in MHA too. It's true. I will say, I feel like the characters feel more balanced in this game than the last one. Like, I feel like in One's Justice 2, like, the more powerful characters were just, like, objectively more powerful in a lot of cases. Like, it kind of sucked to play as the weaker characters, but in this game it feels a lot more well-rounded. Like, it feels like no one character is, like, completely, objectively more powerful than another.
Afford to lose.
Which I think is a good change.
For 100%.
It shouldn't be in story mode. That's true, I guess. I think in story modes it's okay to have like a really powerful character versus another one. But I was more talking about like in 1v1s, or like the, not the 1v1s, but like the CPU battles, just like in versus mode. It feels more balanced.
It's not too late for you to fight on our side.
It definitely feels a bit more lopsided in story mode, but I think that's a good thing also, because it just makes it more interesting to play.
Izuku Midoriya, you are a true hero.
Wow. I'm kind of surprised that we're getting so many like flashback things in the story mode, because
And lost faith in the light.
I know that there's like the archives battle thing, so I was expecting all of them to be there, but I guess not.
How I felt back then. With my bright and shining
I guess they're just filling in gaps from the previous games that they didn't make. Kind of sucks we won't get an MVA game ever. I love Deku versus Nagant, one of my favorite fights, and phenomenally adapted in the anime. Yeah, it's really good. I think it's probably one of the best like self-contained fights of the series, because you don't really know anything about Nagant until the fight, but by the end of it you really feel for her. So I think it does a really good job in getting you to care about her really quickly. Now on to Iron Might, let's go.
This almost makes sense.
Our Armored All Might.
If your foresight prediction hasn't changed, this must be the end for me.
Oh, might. Throughout my life, you're the toy that's caused me the biggest problems. And the one I liked playing with the most. It's obvious you're only here as a distraction. You already know how this will play out.
What was that? That was a weird thing.
I am still here.
I am here. God, Iron Might was so hype in the manga. when like it was revealed, I was so excited. I'm a big All Might fan. He's up there for characters for me. Just in general in MHA. The best of Smiles ever looked. Yeah, it's so good.
We were both brought to our knees. Then I had no choice but to fly off to the United States. I'm taking everything I've ever been given, and I'm using it against you. After all these years, you should have realized something about me. My entire life, I have never once gone into battle thinking there was a chance I could lose.
That line is so cool.
Ferocious rage inside of you, and it hungers for one for all. That's what I'm exploiting, and it's the only reason this fight is even possible right now.
All Might definitely in my top 5, yeah. Same. I have to be selective as to what I say on these streams, though, because this is the kind of stuff that I want to talk about in videos eventually. I'd love to do, like, a character ranking, and an episode ranking, and an arc ranking. I guess most of my viewers won't be watching the streams anyways, but... Can't show my hand too hard, right? The slander All Might gets from some of the fanbase is ridiculous. Yeah, All Might slander is crazy. Some people hate him. And a ranking, right? Ranking all of my ranking videos. All for One is gonna die if he didn't. Endeavor roasted him badly. He transferred to someone. If All for One didn't plan on taking over Shigaraki, would he have taken the rewind bullet? I need to focus. 1 second. I need to think about that. I think he would have. Actually, no, I don't think he would have. I don't think he would have taken the rewind bullet if he didn't plan on taking over Shigaraki, because he knew that it was, like... The rewind bullet was essentially, like, going to kill him if... Just in general. Like, it's, like, a last-ditch thing. So I don't think he would have. I guess if it played out the exact same way, though, and Endeavor did roast him, maybe he would take it. But I don't think he would have put himself in a position to be roasted like that if he didn't have the rewind bullet. Like, I think he would have been much more cautious in his planning. Yeah, that's true. He would have had super regeneration, so it wouldn't have mattered. I think if he wasn't taking over Shigaraki, though, he would have been taking over someone else instead. Like, there's no way he would try and continue his reign using his old body, because it's just so messed up. I struggled a lot in this fight. All for One kicked your ass. Yeah, it's tough. A lot of the story mode in the last game was kind of a breeze, so I'm glad that it's a bit more challenging in this one. Like, I'm actually having to try, you know, especially since I'm not having auto combos or anything. Also, God, oops. Yeah, I've also heard the final boss is a nightmare. That's gonna be rough.
I'd need, then commission this car and armor. Back then, when we fought, we were both brought to our knees. Then I had no choice but to fly off to the United States. I'm taking everything I've ever been given, and I'm using it against you. After all these years, you should have realized something about me. My entire life, I have never once gone into battle thinking there was a chance I could lose. You harbor a ferocious rage inside of you, and it hungers for one for all.
The final boss took you over an hour. God, I might have to.
The only race in this
I'm probably gonna make this a 3-part stream series thing, so I'll probably get pretty close to the final boss, just so I have more time next time I stream. I don't know when the next stream will be. I might stream Monday or something.
Any real demon lord would be ashamed. How does it feel to get whooped by a Quarkus man?
Call this fighting? Now,
Will there be a counter when you, for how much you change the time? Like, God.
did you get a big head after putting on that fancy body bag? Huh?
Imagine a game like that where if you lose a fight, it just completely changes the timeline. Like, you can't redo it. That'd be crazy. Final 3 fights were insane. God. I'm excited to get to them.
That I won't lose a thing by picking up trash!
Gambare.
Desperate to play it cool, huh? I'm pathetic.
Can you please only stream on weekends so I can ignore my sleeping time? Maybe. I might stream tomorrow also, potentially. If I do a consistent stream schedule, it would probably be on Saturdays where I don't release a video. But I don't know if I'm going to be doing that or not. I kind of intended this as like a one-time thing where I just stream because the game came out, but I might do it more in the future. I've been really enjoying it, so. The voice acting is insane, what the hell? I know, right? The voice acting in the game is great.
Finishing blow. As they both began to lose steam, all my
Oh, so I did it, yay. Not a phase 2.
Massive damage is inflicted repeatedly. I know just the part to get the job done for good.
Your goal here is no mystery.
Oh, his rising is Twinkle. That's awesome.
Twist that garish grin into agonized grimace. I can easily kill you while I'm
Ooh, that combo felt good.
Now where'd that lovely smile?
It feels so good when you pull off a cool combo in this game without the use of the, like, combo, the auto combo. It's so sick. Even though I love sub, Dub will forever be my favorite. Justin Briner is Deku for me. I don't tell anyone, but I agree. Dub is what I started MHA on, so it's kind of like the version for me. I love the sub though. Some of the sub acting is just absolutely incredible. Especially like Bakugo's VA. He's just amazing in the sub. I think both versions are great. I just know some people have like grudges against dubs or whatever. First try that time. That was a lot better. Iron Might is pretty fun to play.
We are not gonna lose this fight, all for one. Stand down already. Come on. While the adrenaline still outweighs the pain.
I thought we established this. A tool can't surpass its own limits.
Is his body glowing?
The glowing baby.
Forgotten how to smile, old friend? Die.
That was more adapted closely to the manga, actually. That's interesting. Again, it's interesting to see, like, what is different in this game because it was adapted alongside the anime instead of after it. Can I teach you German to show you the terrible German dub? God. I wish I spoke a second language. If I was to learn a second language, it would probably be Japanese, though, unfortunately. Japanese is so complicated, though.
Hero killer.
Whoa!
You'd make a move on your own. So I made certain.
I know that was probably because of censorship, but that shot was crazy cool. I love the silhouette. Oh my god.
When you were the only one to spurn my takeover.
I took French in school, I've forgotten almost all of it. Yeah. I think that's fairly common for, like, the stuff you learn in school, especially language-wise, to be forgotten. German is not that hard compared to Japanese. I imagine, yeah. Hello is hello, yeah. He's cool looking like that.
I'll be taking blood curdle now.
Stain's blood curdle stopped All For One in his tracks. But All For One then used blood to expel and replace all of his own blood. Able to move again, All For One
The Arabic dub is surprisingly good. Nice. Honestly, I honestly think these final few cutscenes, they definitely looked at the manga panels for reference. Yeah, I think especially the stuff that's in Season 8 is probably mostly based on the manga instead of the anime, because, again, it was being adapted at the same time. Alright, alternate timeline where Stain wins against Stain solos All For One. Oh my god.
Thinking back, you made valuable contributions to the growth of the League, and by extension, Toga. But I'm afraid your role ended there, hero killer.
I'm really glad they brought Stain back later in the series. I think he plays a cool role. That ADHD translation is crazy. Sorry for switching off the Stain so quickly. I was getting absolutely destroyed. For justice. For justice. Ah! Let's go. I really like the way you can combo characters in this game also, it's pretty sick. I like the character switching gimmick in general, I think it's pretty fun. It's kind of crazy that I have, like, viewers that are bilingual in general. It's cool. MHA is truly a global phenomenon, I guess. Oh god.
Instinct, the demon lord.
Whoa, is that like intentional? That's crazy.
Come on, Toshinori.
A scripted loss?
You can do this! Get up. This tale is still being written. You haven't reached an end.
Yeah, they've changed to like drawn stuff that's I think original to this game rather than anime screenshots in this later portion. That's interesting. Sorry about the squeaky chair.
I'm not dead yet.
God, German is such an interesting language. Yeah, like that's the manga pen.
Is it possible to become a hero even if I don't
Remember when that manga panel had a mistake in the actual manga where instead of the gauntlet it was just his bare hand? That was funny.
Someone who gives his all every time. Someone who could never let his dream die. I also can't abandon my dream. My dream to be the symbol of peace. After this,
I kind of prefer this like manga panel adaptation to the anime screenshots from earlier, honestly. I understand the anime stuff is probably cheaper, but it's cool. It's a good middle ground between fully 3D animated. God, that was a lot all at once. Guess we could watch this. I think it's just a movie. Ooh, that was nice.
Roki! It's because of you I'm becoming the man I always wanted to be. So run! Make sure you're doing the same.
dear mom, I hope
You
you're
corked him on German.
I'm trying to speak up in class every day.
I really like this moment in the anime.
So I can keep up with them. As you can imagine,
This episode was
times
great.
when we clash. The strange thing is, butting heads
I think it
makes us
honestly
understand
worked
each
better in
other.
the anime than it did in the manga as well.
Watched my friends get mad and cry, not for themselves, but for the sake of others. It's amazing. That's how I want to be. It's not always easy, but I'm trying.
Yeah, the Deku. God. Excuse me.
I couldn't.
Sneezed from the cold that Todoroki was producing.
Not even with such a powerful attack. You were fighting much harder than the first time, you know? Your firepower's crazy. Toya, I'm sorry, son.
I'm so glad that they keep the names the same in dubs. I know that like in really old anime they used to like adapt, like localize the names of characters. I'm so glad that that's not the case anymore. That was really good. I like that animation. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is finish the spinner one, and then I'm gonna be done for today. I wanna do more, but I think the final chunk will be enough for another stream, so I think I'll just split it up. Also, my voice is getting tired.
His quirk will decide the winner of this conflict. For Tomura's sake, you must become our hero.
I recorded the next My Hero Academia Overanalyzed episode yesterday, so spinner one is super annoying because of the super armor. Oh god, yeah. I was playing around a bit, and I think I fought some things with super armor recently.
things only heteromorphs can do.
You need an entire stream for that final boss. That's what I'm worried about. God.
Shoji and Koda stood their ground as fellow heteromorphs. They tried to appeal to the ordinary citizens who had risen up. Battle start!
You said it, Spinner! Our spokesman! Whatever you say!
Oh, I played a bit of Shoji in the, like, just against CPUs in Versus, and I really like Shoji's moveset. Oh my god.
Every person there out of harm's way and protected innocent bystanders.
Well, if this one's hard, then I guess it's a good place to end.
I will never be able to forgive you.
Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness gracious. Koda, I love you, but you are not soloing Spinner. Does this mean this is the lore accurate power balance? It's possible. It's kind of weird that they made Spinner like a model and an enemy, but didn't make him playable.
Needed to plan further ahead.
I mainly won by running away with Koda and spamming his range quarter. I'll keep that in mind.
Battle start!
You said it, Spinner! Our spokesman! Whatever you say!
I somehow didn't recognize that that was a red attack. No bad.
You are justice. Tell us your orders. First thing we did was make sure the patients and staff were safe.
I don't think he counts as a Nomu, but he was turning into a Nomu according to the series, so there's that.
Because if not, I will never be able to forgive
Oh my god. Maybe I do need Koda to solo this guy. Nomus are kind of weird in the series, because we see, like, a lot of the extreme of Nomu, like, when they're already transformed. But then there's also, like, Kurogiri, who is a Nomu, but isn't weird. I don't know. Nomus are a little confusing. I feel like Kurogiri being a Nomu is kind of a retcon later in the series, if I had to guess. God, I was so close. Dang. Maybe he couldn't lose his life. Unfortunately, I think their HP is lower because I have two of them, but...
Battle start!
Oh. Third time's the charm.
You said it, Spinner! Our spokesman! Whatever you say! We'll say Kurogiri
God, yeah, that entire attack, like, did nothing.
required!
That is crazy. Oh my
Tell
god.
us your orders. First thing they did was make sure the patients and staff were safe. They kept every person there out of harm's way and protected innocent bystanders.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I don't really understand how Kurogiri is a high-end Nomu when, like... Okay, I'm more confused, not why he's a high-end, but why they don't make more until, like, Season 5 if Kurogiri is a successful high-end. But again, it was probably a retcon. It's whatever. I don't think so. I think Shirokumo did die.
us the courage to strike against our oppressors. Become martyrs for our cause. Any blood spilled on this day will be thanks to future heteromorphs.
I've faced persecution just like you. Nothing can justify how we've been treated or what they've done to us. But this isn't going to help our cause. Think about how you're using your anger. The choice you're making. You know what it's like to be hurt because
Please.
people hurt you.
Yeah, there we go. That wasn't too bad. I thought Kurogiri was a Noma based on a living person until Vigilantes. Yeah. I think it's a little ambiguous as to what the hell Kurogiri's deal is. He was definitely the first high end, but yeah.
I never imagined I would amount to anything. I was nothing.
I was a gamer.
Then I figured if I followed you, I could be somebody. Shigaraki. All I wanted
They were playing League together.
for him to see me, nothing else.
Maybe Shurikomo was just so good of a character that he could instantly be made into Aya Nomu, and no other characters were as goated. That's true. I mean, kind of, actually, because, like, Horikoshi wanted it to be a plot point, so they just made it so that he could be one. So he kind of was just too goated. God, this moment in the anime was so well directed, by the way.
Who will protect Toga?
Like, the red lights blaring and stuff, and, like, the shift of the tone is so good. Okay. This looks like not a fight, so I will look at this first. In my opinion, there are only two high-end Noma, Kurogiri and the Hooded Noma. The other high-ends lack intellect. We just don't see enough of the other high-ends to really say. I mean, the woman one, I think she spoke. I think her name is literally just woman.
The deadliest villain in history is about to be unleashed. If we fail here, Japan, no, the whole world will be destroyed by his hands.
I hope someone shoots his hands off.
If the school falls, everyone
The woman one, yeah. I mean, her name, I think, is woman.
in the air. But
I'll put that into the episode.
we also need to keep an eye on Kurogiri so that Shigaraki can't escape. It's all too much.
They were still in their capsule, so yeah, they weren't finished fully.
Suffocating.
The chain of events leading
That probably explains why they aren't super intelligent, is that they needed time to chill.
A crime is a crime, and we can't erase the past.
My goat gentle, let's go.
That everybody is a loss.
It's hurtling towards the ground.
This moment was so well adapted, by the way, oh my god.
Far they fall.
In the anime, it's so good.
Despite what they've done, we must always remember that.
Gentle criminal will always be the goat.
To borrow the words from an old friend of mine.
Their tears with the battle IQ of a 15-year-old, I guess.
Yeah, we'll find their starting points. What made them who they
Yeah, I think they were called pre-high ends. Yeah. So they aren't quite high ends. But they're getting there.
Destroy this world. I also can't pretend I didn't see you crying in there.
UA not being in the shot kind of sucks. Okay. I think we will save the rest of this for next time. Sorry, no Bakugo revival this stream. That'll be next episode. Next stream. This story mode has been great so far. I've really been enjoying this. God, I got $43,000. I'm so rich. I see. It's a little confusing. Poor, wow. But yeah, I think that'll be about it for this stream. Again, really appreciate the chat. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for watching this stream. I had a really good time. I will probably be back soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, for the final part. And then we will probably, hopefully, finish it, unless the final boss really kicks my ass. So, yeah. Next stream you must have 100. I think I just passed 100k. I just got 43k throughout that one thing. I don't know how to check my money, I'll be honest. Yeah. See you for their torture next stream, yeah. I look forward to that. Have a nice day. You too, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you all again. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye! Goodbye, everyone.